Hi. My name is Erica LaShawn. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome. It is Wednesday. 2/19, 2025. It's 6:42 p.m. Okay, so real quick before I close the shutter. This is Travis, y'all. Y'all remember Travis, the chimpanzee that ate that lady's face off in her hands and stuff? Okay, so this Travis. Okay. Now, okay. So, I'm on Wikipedia now. So yeah, I was around for this whole thing. So I saw the lady on I think she was on either Oprah or Dr. Phil. It could have been something. So she made the circuit and she made her rounds. Oh, it was on Oprah because she unveiled. It was on one of them shows, prime time. Not prime time, whatever. So it was a whole unveiling or whatever. So I kind of saw it or whatever. But anyway, for those of you that don't know, Travis, he's a chimpanzee. His species, he's a common chimpanzee. He was born in he was born on October 21st, 1995 in Missouri. Oh, he died. Okay. He died on February 16th, 2009. He was 13. Cause of death, gunshot wounds. Okay, they shot him. So in a nutshell, October 21st, 1995, February. Okay. Travis was a male chimpanzee who was raised by and lived with Sandra Harold in Stamford, Connecticut on February 16th, 2009. Excuse the paper or whatever. I love paper. He attacked and mauled Harold's friend, Charles Harsh Nash, Nash, Charla. The hell? Wait a minute, what's the girl, man? Okay, Sandra. So Sandra was his second victim. So hold on. So Charla, Charla, Nash, blinded her, severing several body parts and lacerating her face before he was shot and killed by responding officer Frank Chiafari, Chiafari. Wait a minute. I thought it just said Sandra. Oh, Sandra. Okay, he lived with Sandra Harold. I think Charla went over to babysit or chimpanzee set. I think that's what happened. We'll see. The incident received widespread international attention and sparked a debate over the ethics of keeping primates as pets. In the aftermath, the Captive Primate Safety Act was reintroduced to add chimpanzees, among other primates, to the list of quote unquote prohibited wildlife species that can't be sold or purchased through interstate or foreign sales. The bill died in committee but was reintroduced in 2024 and remains before Congress. So they still don't have it. So really quickly, I'm a breeze through this. Socialization. Travis was born to Susie and Coco, who were wild caught in Africa, to the U.S. in the 1970s. Travis was born near Festus, Festus, Missouri. All right, on October 21st, 1995, at Mike and Connie Braun Casey's compound, then called Chimp Party, quote unquote, CHIMPARTY, and later renamed the Missouri Primate Foundation. In a separate incident, Susie was fatally shot following an escape. Oh, Susie is that's the chimpanzee. Oh, Susie and Coco. Okay, Susie was shot following an escape in 2001. Sandra and Jerome Harold purchased Travis for $50,000 after he was taken from Susie at 3 years old. Oh, so that's Susie is Travis' mama. Okay. At 3 years old, they named him after Sandra's favorite singer, Travis Tritt, Tritt. All right, he was raised at the home on Rockamon Road in Connecticut. He was a constant companion and often accompanied them to work on their shopping excursions in town. Don't you bring that monkey in there. Don't you bring that dang on monkey on this job. I'm calling HR. He was their constant companion and often, okay, went to work, shopping. Don't let me be down at Walgreens. Okay, don't do it. They owned a towing company, and Travis posed for photos at the shop and rode in the tow truck. His seatbelt buckled as he wore a baseball shirt. He became well known in the town and had been known to greet police officers they encountered when towing cars. As a juvenile, he appeared in several television shows and commercials, including spots for Pepsi, as well as an on-television program, including the Maury Povich Show. Not Maury. I love them paternity tests. I love when they be up there like, you the father, you the father. No, you're not. And they run off. That's what I like. Yeah, whatever. The most men I've seen on the Maury paternity test was 9 people. Get it together, girl. As well, okay, TV, okay, he and the Man Show. Though it has been disputed whether he is the same chimpanzee who made these appearances. Okay. He's been socialized since birth. Incidents. I'm gonna skip through this. In 2003. He escaped from Sandra's car and held up traffic at a busy intersection. He was on the loose for several hours. The incident began after a pedestrian threw an empty soda bottle at the car, which went through a partially open window and struck Travis while they were stopped at the light. Startled, he unbuckled his seatbelt, got out of the car, and chased the pedestrian, but missed him. When police arrived, they lured Travis into the car several times, only for him to let himself out of the other door and occasionally chase them around the car. 2009, around 3:40 p.m., Travis attacked and mauled Sandra's 55-year-old friend, Charla Nash, inflicting devastating injuries to her face and limbs. Travis had taken Sandra's car keys and left the house with him. What if he drove? Oh, my God. Can you imagine? A chimpanzee driving child would have crashed. Sandra asked Charla to help get him back inside, but upon seeing Charla holding an Elmo doll, one of his favorite toys, he flew into a rage and attacked her. He was familiar with her and had also worked at Sandra and Jerome's towing company. Okay. Sandra later said, quote unquote, for me to do something like that, put a knife in him, was like putting one in myself. She said Travis turned around as if to say, quote unquote, Mom, what did you do? Girl, please. At that point, believing Charla to be dead, then rushed to her car, locked herself inside. She called 911. Okay. So Travis been doing this. Aftermath. The paramedic crew described Charla's injuries as horrendous. Within the following 72 hours, she underwent. Okay, so he mauled Charla. Shortly after the attack, a woman who had lived in the same area as Sandra came forward with information that in 1996, Travis had bitten her hand and tried to pull her into a vehicle as she greeted him. She claimed to have complained to Sandra and Jerome, the Stamford Police, and the Connecticut State Police, who stated they had no record of any such complaint moving forward. Sandra was reportedly deeply traumatized, not only by the mauling of her friend, but also by the loss of Travis. After his death, her stepdaughter... So where we going with this? On May 2010, 15 months after the attack, Sandra died suddenly in a ruptured aortic, aortic aneurysm at the age of 72. Her attorney released the following statement, quote unquote, Ms. Harold has suffered a series of heartbreaking losses over the last few years, beginning with the death of her first and only daughter, who was killed in a car accident, then her husband, then her beloved chimp, Travis, as well as the track. This is the wrong chimp. I thought lawsuits. In March 2009, Charla's family filed this in the media. This the wrong one. All right, so I'm gonna jump. This the wrong chimp. Don't get no dang on chimpanzees. I can't stand that. Some years ago in Harlem, some guy had an alligator in his section at his project apartment. Okay. All right, wrong chimpanzee. Now, I'm thinking about the one that ate her face off. The one I saw on TV. So apparently, I'm just going to, I just remember it. This lady, not these people. This lady, I can't, whatever her name is. I saw the pictures. I clicked on the wrong story. Okay. This is what this lady did. Don't know her name? Sorry. She was at home chilling with the chimpanzee drinking wine. Her and the chimpanzee was drinking wine. People crazy. And I guess he got triggered or something. And he jumped on this lady. And she had to get they had to put her face back together. She didn't get a face transplant, which is, I think there's the second person in the I think in the U.S. that has had a face transplant. He looked pretty okay. So I don't think this lady had a face transplant. Oh, maybe she did. I don't know. Look it up. So she did the unveiling on either Oprah, Dr. Phil, some major outlet. So she came out with the scarf on and stuff like that. So you could hear a pin drop in the audience. So Oprah, I think it was Oprah because I used to watch her all the time. So Oprah was like, "Are you ready?" And she was like, "Yeah." And Oprah said, "Now, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. It's okay." And she was like, "Yep, I'm ready." I was on the edge of my seat. Oh, she looks it's a shame, and she don't have no hands. So I also saw stuff coming up in the search engine like, why do chimpanzees attack your limbs and your hands and your face and stuff like that? Didn't click on it. I don't know why they do that. However, she was chilling with this chimpanzee and he turned on her and ate her face off. Let's move forward. See, because I can't even get into that because I don't have the right stuff. This is the wrong one. Okay. Hold on. Where is it? Where you at? Y'all remember him? Bubbles. Y'all remember Bubbles? Okay. That's Michael Jackson, baby. We're going to jump the Bubbles real quick. I got the wrong chimp. Bubbles, y'all. Bubbles still alive. He was born in 1983. And in parentheses, it says either 41 or 42. Excuse me. And he lives in Austin, Texas. Known for being the pet of Michael Jackson, owner Michael Jackson, center of the apes. Oh, so they got him. So Michael had him from, it says owner Michael Jackson, 1985 to 2005. And then Center for Great Apes got him in 2005 to present day. Bubbles, born 1983, is a chimpanzee once kept as a pet by the American singer Michael Jackson, who bought him from a Texas research facility in the 1980s. Bubbles frequently traveled with Jackson, drawing attention in the media. In 1987, during the Bad World Tour, Bubbles and Jackson drank tea with the mayor of Osaka, Japan. Bubbles was initially kept at the Jackson family home in Encino, Los Angeles, but was moved to Jackson's home, Netherland Ranch, in 1988. There, he slept in a crib in Jackson's bedroom. Michael used Jackson's toilet and ate Jackson's candy in the Netherlands movie theater. By 2003, Bubbles had matured into a large and aggressive adult chimpanzee, unsuitable as a pet like many captive chimpanzees, and was sent to a California animal trainer. When the trainer closed his operation in 2004, Bubbles was moved to the Center for Great Apes at a sanctuary in Wauchula, Wauchula, Florida, where he has lived since 2005. All right, so his life. Bubbles was born, we know, in 83 in Texas, that bred primates for animal testing. There are conflicting reports as to how he came to Jackson's possession because it's MJ or whatever. Many state that Jackson had purchased him when he was 8 months old. The acquisition was said to have been supervised by Bob Dunn, Dunn, then one of the Hollywood's most famous suppliers and trainers of animals for films, photo shoots, and advertisements. Late 1980s, Bubbles was kept at the Jackson family's home in Encino until 1988, when he was moved to Jackson's new home at the Neverland Ranch in Santa Barbara County, California. Y'all said that he slept in a crib and ate the candy. He used the toilet. Okay. Quote unquote, they run around, help me clean the room. They help me dust, clean the windows. Jackson's housekeeper testified that they disapproved of the chimpanzee's behavior. One said she had to clean feces hurled at the bedroom wall, and another described a chimpanzee tearing off his diaper before crawling into Jackson's bed. Now, MJ, we know MJ. We know you know. We know you. That's nasty, MJ. During the late 1980s, Jackson took Bubbles on outings and would often talk to him. Michael. According to reports, he showed him how to moonwalk. Michael. Can you imagine? Bubbles up in there throwing down. Bubbles had an agent and was rumored to have his own bodyguard. He sat in for the record. Michael, MJ. He sat in for the recording of Jackson's album Bad in 1987. Jackson insisted that Bubbles and Jackson's pet snake attended as spectators and accompanied Jackson for the filming of the Bad music video. Bubbles made a cameo in the video for Liberian Girl. Now what about the... I worked on 3 different video shoots as a PA, a production assistant. That means go over there, pick that up, put that over there, run to the liquor store. Yeah. One day I did. I was the craft services. One day they needed a craft service person, and it was y'all. I never had $600 given to me in my life in cash. Like here, I got home. I just set it on the table. Like wow. And it was really cute. I kept everything clean. I went to the dollar store and got them little cheap platters and stuff like that. Like, it was really cool. My little table was good. I kept it clean. I kept wiping it down. People was eating off of this stuff. Anyway, if I saw Bubbles, what if Bubbles tried to come to my table? Anyway, and I can't say nothing. It's MJ. Okay. When the Bad World Tour began, in September 1987, Bubbles and Jackson shared a 2-bedroom hotel suite in Tokyo. Bubbles and Jackson made a social visit to the mayor of Osaka. We said that. There was Yasushi Ashima. There was Yasushi, Yasushioshima. There, Bubbles drank Japanese green tea while seated quietly next to Jackson. Oshima said that he and his fellow officials were, quote unquote, surprised to see the chimpanzee, but we understand he is Michael's good friend. Ain't nobody gonna tell Michael to get rid of that dang on monkey. This is the first time an animal ever entered City Hall. Bubbles was living it up. Though allowed to travel to Japan, Bubbles was unable to enter Britain and Sweden due to strict quarantine laws. Jackson also brought Bubbles for tea at Elizabeth Taylor's house. Well, she loved Michael, and he loved her. Taylor did not mind that Jackson had brought a chimpanzee. Oh, God, at a party to celebrate and promote Bad, Bubbles reportedly worked the room, quote unquote, and was quote unquote the life of the party. Let me how much? Cause I gotta go. Around this time, Bubbles and Jackson were photographed by Kenny Rogers for his book, Your Friends and Mine. The photo shows Bubbles held on Michael's hip. In the black and white photograph, Bubbles is dressed casually in a long sleeve shirt and overalls. Oh, I think I remember that. I'm gonna look it up. Jackson is also dressed casually. Jackson is also dressed casually. He wears jeans and a simple shirt. MJ, you dressing like the monkey. It's okay. Don't say that. Don't you say that. Rogers said, quote unquote, Bubbles was so human it was almost frightening. He would take Christopher Rogers' son by the hand, walk over to the refrigerator, open it, take out a banana and hand it to him, the son. Christopher was amazed. We all were. Oh, God. According to author David Wigg, Wigg, Queen singer Freddie Mercury grew frustrated trying to record a duet with Jackson because Bubbles was like, what? Can I get on a track or whatever? Michael Pye's like, yeah, quote unquote, there must be more to life than this because of Jackson's insistence that Bubbles be in the studio. According to Wigg, Michael made Bubbles sit between them and would turn to the chimp between takes and ask, quote unquote, quote unquote, don't you think that was lovely? Michael. I ain't know it was this deep, Michael. Or, quote unquote, do you think we should do it again? Oh, y'all, Michael's sick, y'all. I love you, MJ. After a few days, I didn't even mean to do this. Let me hurry up. After a few days of this, Freddie just exploded, quote unquote. I'm not performing with a fucking chimp sitting next to me each night. I know that's right, Freddie. Mercury left the project and released the song as a solo artist in 1985. The duet with Jackson was not released until the Queen members Brian May and Roger Taylor discovered it and included it on their album Queen Forever in 2014. Bubbles lived at Jackson's home, we know. In 2003, documentary Living with Michael Jackson, Jackson told the journalist Martin Bashir, Bashir, that Bubbles had become, I don't know this word and I don't have my girl out, Pugnacious, pugnacious. He was moved to an animal sanctuary over fears he might attack Jackson's newborn son, Prince Michael II. Michael bought 2 more baby chimpanzees. I ain't know this. Max and Action Jackson. Max and Action Jackson. The public believed these chimpanzees were also Bubbles. Bubbles' removal was a source of regret for Jackson. During the interview, Bashir was also told of how Michael had planned to hold a celebrity animal party for Bubbles. Cheetah, the chimpanzee from Tarzan. There I go. Okay. Wait. The chimpanzee from Tarzan, it's a Bengi. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And Lassie were to be invited. Bubbles had a guest list. Bubbles was relocated to Bengi. Bubbles was relocated to Bob Dunn's ranch and Sylmar, California. Dunn said at the time, quote unquote, Bubbles is an adult chimp and a wild animal. We don't let him out to play. According to CNN, Jackson and his children visited Bubbles and played with the other animals at the ranch. Jackson still acts like a kid around them, Dunn said. The Washington Times, however, claimed Jackson did not visit Bubbles, despite Jackson's representative having stated that he would like to meet him again. Shortly, Jackson's representative having stated that he would like to meet him again. Okay. Since the closure of Dunn's facility in 2004, Bubbles has been kept at the Center for Great Apes in Florida, where he's set to enjoy painting and listening to flute music. The annual care of each animal at the center costs around $17,000 as of 2009. Patty Reagan, director of the Center for Great Apes, commented on the animals' daily routine. Okay, quote unquote, they relax, they take naps together, they might go up in the top of the copula, cupola, they go out and lie under a tree in the tunnel system. They groom each other and fight, and they have arguments. Okay, moving forward. I'm about to wrap this up. Okay, go into the death of Jackson. All right, that's it. According to animal keepers at the center, Bubbles, whose facial features have changed since his time with Jackson, is now, quote unquote, huge and ugly, weighing 185 pounds, but has a sweet character. In 2009, Michael was spending most of his time sitting quietly in trees with Sam, a 40-year-old chimpanzee. Okay, it goes into Michael's death. All right, Michael. Now, we knew about Bubbles, honey. Michael kept getting them. Michael, rest in peace. We love you. All right, Michael. That's all I'm going to say. I printed out the wrong story. I was trying to talk about that lady that got her face ate off. And she looked really bad, but she's still alive. And she has no hands. All right, that's it. So Bubbles still alive or whatever. And I don't blame Freddie Mercury. Get that damn monkey out of here. I don't want to see it. I don't want to. He stink. I don't want to. Michael, was Bubbles running? Bubbles, can y'all imagine a chimpanzee running around a mansion? And Michael running around laughing and stuff. And they playing and stuff. Michael, sweetheart. We love you. My name is Erica LaShawn. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.